Welcome to the last segment of Citizens Forum. It's the Walter and Jack show without Walter. It's June the 2nd. Just a few issues I'd like to cover. I saw this just a couple of days ago. Somebody sent me an email. It says, Swedish dads told to take 3 months paternity leave. And it was talking about how Sweden and many countries support families, which is so important, especially in these days when, families are having tough times. It just says, of the 38 countries represented in a 2013 Pew study, the United States is the only country to not offer mandatory paid leave for parents. Many of the countries featured in the study, such as France, Germany, Hungary, and Finland, offered a median of 13 months of leave for new mothers, which is great. In Sweden, parents are entitled to 480 days of paid paternal leave, and 60 to 90 of those days, of the 480, are reserved for the fathers. And I mean, if you're going to support families, it just sounds like a great and wonderful thing to be doing. We seem to be in Canada moving in other directions, but I think those are the directions we should be moving in. Can we afford it? Of course we can. We can't afford not to do it. I got this as well. This is Chris Hedges, who's a well-known commentator, and Robert Scheer, an author and journalist, discuss the culture of violence, again, in the United States, and talking about, Chris Hedges says, talking about the dropping of the atomic bombs in Japan, I think it's very important that you wrote that it was the bombs were dropped on a non-military zone to send a message to the Soviet Union. And Scheer says, yes, it's the greatest act of terrorism the world has ever seen, the dropping of these bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. There was absolutely no need for it, they say. And we have to face the fact that our great neighbor to the south, and this has nothing to do with the people of the United States, but the government of the United States has been for 50 years the #1 terrorist nation in the world. And Mr. Harper is their best friend. We've got to be moving away from them, and we've got to bring Canada back to what it can be. There was a story just recently, it's happening right now, about the destruction of emails by the BC government, by people within the BC government, regarding the Highway of Tears case. A whistleblower has come forward saying he was ordered to destroy emails, and when he refused, the emails were destroyed anyways, and he was later fired. We really have to ask the question, when governments have so much power and when politicians have so much power in our system, who oversees the overseers? Who oversees Christy Clark and her government when they start doing things like this in violation of the rules and the laws? How do we stop them? This is of fundamental importance. The people have got to have a way to stop corrupt politicians from doing these kinds of things. We're out of time. Thank you for watching this issue of Citizens Forum.